It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Chiefs and the Panthers coming up next.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Ready to get it started here, Riley Patterson. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, remember, they're carrying 90 now. With the new rules, they carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
At their 49-yard line.
Young will set to throw. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Option play. Here's Hall. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
They'll run with Hall. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Patterson's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Braden Mann now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Straight ahead is Hall. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And Young's throw there incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for? What
you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes. Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Here's 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
On play action, Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stewart. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. It'll be Young again. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Young on third down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. Patterson's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught by Tony. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal. And
the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball again on 2nd down. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Young to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Atkins. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
On second down, a run with Hall. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Hall off the option and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field where his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That throw by Young incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They go play action. Now Mahomes. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Mahomes. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mahomes to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harper. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I tell you what, if this is any quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes, I'm telling you how this is an ill-advised throw. But 15 is so good on the move with all those different arm angles and releases that all I'm saying now is that's a gorgeous play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harper. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
You like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
Young on first down. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Young running the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Option play. Here's Hall. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, it's Hall. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said,
that's into a crowd and intercepted. He's on his way, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Atkins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 16-yard line.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Young. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Young now. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
At the 27-yard line.
2nd down, Young. He's got Mingo. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. Young. It's caught. It's Stewart. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Patterson's kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
All right, Coach,
we saw a strong first half out of the Alabama man and former #1 selection, Bryce Young. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown. And you wonder if this coaching staff
run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. On the return is Sims. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mills to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So from the 37, here's 2nd down at a yard. Play fake, Mills. He finds his man, complete. That's Harper. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
To throw, Mills. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
He was tackled at the 27.
Here's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Caught here by Conley. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one to the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hicks. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Davis Mills in the offense, ready for another drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mills now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mills. He finds his man, complete. That's Garcia. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Mills. Over the middle, complete. It's Bush. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action. Mills. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 14. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Mills. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you.
And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing, Mills. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won?
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. 2nd and 10. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Up the middle they go. Key. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 26. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
He's got the hook up with Conley. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Patterson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5. Now Mills. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers sack. Brian Burns make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety.
Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Hicks. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Hicks. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch on the first down. Back to throw. Hicks. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and they'll keep the drive moving.
Well, that's a killer, because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Well, you're exactly right. Looked like a 4-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. The slot man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hicks. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. So the Chiefs now down by 8. 1:54 on the clock. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll be out right at the 35. This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Here's Mills. And this is going to be incomplete. Here it is. 4th and inches. Mills to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Brian Burns, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an